Excited for this video because this one is a stupid one. This is a new sour beer from Vault City. But what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going Stoopid. Yep, Stoopid is a strawberry, banana, coconut cream smoothie sour from the Modern Sour Masters, Vault City. And this is a 6.7% ABV. And it's going to be weird, it's going to be strange, but hopefully it's also going to be bloody good as well. Because it's been a long while since I've had a Vault City beer. I don't know what it is about. Every time I've had a Vault City, they've been great. So why haven't I drank more? And I just think it's just, you know, beers like this, it's a difficult beer to drink, I think, in amongst, say, a pale ale and an IPA or whatever. It's just, it's always like a drink that you have this and you think, I can't follow that. And so that's why I don't buy as many sour beers. But this one, I just like the appeal of it. I love strawberry, banana, coconut cream, all those flavours. Really, you know, rock my boat. So let's crack it open, get it in the glass, and see what it's going to be all about. I'm expecting a thick. I'm not quite sure I was expecting that colour of beer. I mean, you call it beer, but it's, you know, can you call it a beer? I don't know. I mean, even when you pour it, it's difficult to tell where the head starts and ends, and I don't think there is any head in that. So this beer is, I'm gonna explode everywhere. My word. Yeah, as I say, when you pour it, it's difficult to tell where the head and where the body is. I think actually that's that much worth of head. Yeah, you can see it there. So it's really thick when it pours, so it's difficult to tell where the froths end or where the beer drinks. But what have we got? I mean, what colour is that? Terracotta? It's the colour that springs to mind. It's a sort of dull browny pink colour. Very much like what you'd expect if you mashed up strawberries and banana and coconut together. You'd probably think of a colour similar to this, sort of yellowy brown mixed with pink strawberry, red strawberry. And I say now you can just about see now I've got about 4 fingers of head up. I can't believe I poured it that badly. Well, I can't believe I poured it that badly. In this glass is always a tricky one, but there it is in the glass. Okay, let's get the aroma of this beer. Starting to go down a little bit now. You can see, let's go a quick look. You can see now, look at the bubbles. They're very sort of loose and, I don't know what you would call that, but it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Let's see what the aroma's like. Yeah, well, I'm getting a lot of strawberry. And there's a creamy vanilla sort of aroma as well. Strawberry, something else. It's almost like raspberry. Raspberry, strawberry, and let's face it, banana as well. It's got all those aromas. I'm not really picking up much in the way of coconut, but I'm looking forward to tasting this. So, cheers, everyone. Oh, that is, really delicious. I did think that it could be a little bit overly sweet, but it isn't actually overly sweet. Flavours are just really well balanced. It does taste like it's, you know, a smoothie of a fruit, all the fruit mashed up into this sort of drink. It's creamy. The carbonation, there's a little tiny bit of carbonation, but it's pretty smooth and silky like a smoothie is. There's a nice little twang of sourness on the back end, but it's not a very sour beer. And flavour-wise, well, it's very similar to the aroma, and it's very much what it says on the tin: strawberry, banana, coconut, cream. Oh, it just tastes really good. It's a very Moorish sort of drink. Yeah, you wouldn't want to have more than, let's say, 2 of them. But you know, it's almost like that sort of thing where you think, I could drink another one of them. But that would definitely be the limit, because it's a little tart. It's a little sickly. I mean, it's sickly without being overly sweet. it does drink like a smoothie. There's nothing more I can say. It is like a smoothie. With maybe a little dash of lemonade, give it a bit of sweetness and a little bit of fizz. But apart from that, it's very much like that. 6.7%. You wouldn't even think this is alcoholic at all. Oh, it just tastes really nice. It's really creamy flavoured. Strawberries, banana. I think the only thing is I'm not picking up much with a coconut. I think the coconut is really, really sus with it. There's maybe the slight sweetness is the coconut, but you're not getting that woody sort of coconut. I expected something more like, you know, like a Bounty bar in terms of its coconut sweetness, but you're not getting that at all. What you're getting is a crazy sort of beer. But as much as it's crazy, it still tastes really, really good. But again, it's one of those sort of beers that, you know, what could you have after this? You've had a creamy sort of, almost like a dessert in a glass, and then having a beer. I'm not one to eat sweet things and then have something like a beer afterwards. I think that the flavours, it's too weird. It's a beer to drink at the end of the night, or the last beer you're going to have in the day, or whatever it is. But it's a difficult beer to follow with a lager or a pale or an IPA or a stout, any of those sort of beers. You're probably the best to follow it with another sour that's similar to this. And let's face it, Vault City make incredible sours, and this one's up there. It's made me realise, I need to buy more sours, because even though they're a bit quirky, they don't really sort of sit well within your normal sort of, you know, drinking habits. When you do taste them, you just realise how much flavour and how much beauty and elegance this beer has. It's weird to call it a beer because it doesn't taste like a beer at all. There's nothing beer-like about it at all. Maybe that little bit of carbonation makes it beer-like, but apart from that, no. And as you say, you're not getting any alcohol. This is another cracking beer, and it's up there with the best Vault City beers I've had. Let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Hey, 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 Stoopid. Yeah, sorry about that bit of singing on the channel, but if you're a fan of Alice Cooper, you remember that song from the early 90s. This is a cracking sour beer. Vault City, you'd expect nothing less. Yeah, sometimes they're starting to come into supermarkets now, and some of them are not quite up to the measure. But I think generally they make some really great sour beers, and I'm just going to make sure that I buy more of them. Especially, I think as we get to spring and summer, definitely more sour beers will be drank on the channel, and a lot of them will be from Vault City, because I think that they've moved it to cans. It seems like a long while ago, you used to only be able to get Vault City beers in a bottle. So a little bit more expensive. You didn't get as much drink, as it were, but now they literally release cans. I don't even think they release bottles anymore, so it's all cans. It's easier to get hold of, it's easier to store, and you get a bit more for your money, really. So I think that, you know, if anything, there's no reason why you would drink more of them, and a lot of places have them as well. You know, it's a very easy, it's a beer that seems to have a better distribution now than it ever did like a year, 18 months ago. But anyway, to the scores, starting with aroma. Appearance, even with my bad pour, that is a cracking score. Flavour. Value for money. I'm trying to think how much this was. They're not cheap sour beers. I think it was £6, maybe a bit more than £6. And finally, my overall experience. Totting the scores up. It's a cracking beer. It's weird, it's crazy, it's funky, but at the end of the day, it tastes amazing. So, total score. Highly recommended beer. So if you see this one, definitely pick it up, because I think it's up there with some of the best Vault City beers that I've had. And I've had some great ones, but this one, as crazy it is, it's a really tasty drink. And I think it should be on everyone's list. So let me know if you've had any recent Vault Cities. Maybe you even had this one. Is it up there with some of the best ones that you've ever had? Because for me, I think it is. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've enjoyed the fact that we're doing a bit of something different with a sour. It seems like we don't drink enough sours on the channel. Gonna stop that moving forward. But this one is a cracking beer, and it's definitely one you should buy. So please give the video a thumbs up if you like it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because this year is a year where I've got so many beers that I'm drinking that There's so much great stuff coming on the channel, and we've had a great start of the year, and I'm sure that we're going to push forward through the rest of the year being equally as good. So please subscribe if you like the content I provide for you. And until the next one, I'm exhausted. Keep on rocking and drink good craft beer.